when I was doing comedy, I was gonna make a comedy album, and then that evolved into me submitting. I was able to submit a video over to Netflix, uh, which was really really cool. Was really amazing.
Did they greenlight it?
Definitely did not.
Oh,
This definitely happened during the month of March. This all, it's crazy.
damn.
All this stuff happened.
You should post that on YouTube. I was trying to find you on YouTube.
I was definitely considering it because this is how my brain worked, right? It was like this content is still good, right? If I put it up on YouTube, I won't be able to do the jokes no more when I go around.
Oh, yeah, it'll already be out there. It won't be fresh.
Like the thing is that music is so different because you can listen to a song 30 times and every time Purple Rain will come on, you'll turn it up. If people hear the same joke twice, they
They know the
blacklist you.
punchline.
They're making up their own conclusions. Boo, it sucked, or we heard it before, and it's like, oh man.
I don't know, man. Certain things, because like, if we're talking anime, I've watched Konosuba like 3 or 4 times, and I die laughing every single time.
I love that show. I got an interview with Megumi coming up soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I am definitely out there in this anime world. Like, I'll make sure I'll be like, hey guys, listen, there are two dudes out there that love your voice acting, and I'll get, yo, I got you, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
I got you. I'll ever say explosion, I'll ever say I'm gonna explode you. I wouldn't know now. That sounds weird. Like, I forget that make
You know that the voice actress for Aqua is like a god tier level Smash player, and she'll go out and like play at cons with Smash.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if she beats you, she gets to take a photo with you, shaming you or something like that.
I love voice actors like that. It was, what's crazy. I didn't get the interview yet, but I'm speaking to him. I'm a big fan of this game called Disgaea. Ever since I was a kid, and the main character, his name is Laharo, and the voice actor from that is Rita from the Power Rangers, the actual like make my Rangers go like her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow. And she was like, yeah, I've been doing like, and like you see, it's crazy when you see these people's resumes and you see how much stuff they was able to do. And I was like, oh man, you're like, I don't say you were my hero because I kind of wanted you to lose when I was a kid, but like as an adult, I can truly appreciate every most definitely. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it's really, I've been really lucky, man, to like have these conversations with people, and it all starts with, hey, would you be able, or would you be
Right.
interested in things like that, and people get so scared of the no part that they tend not to ask, or they tend not to even approach. And if anyone's listening, if there's something you want to do, and if someone you want to reach, you never know, reach out. And right now, I think now of all time, people are looking, hey, sure, if this will help you, great, no problem.
Absolutely.
I was been able to grow my podcast to a level that I didn't think was possible by simply asking, is it okay? And now it's like, oh wow, who are you going to talk to next? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Get the foot in the door. You got to keep it coming.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now people are expecting, and it's like, man, this is crazy. And I've some of them even reach out to you, and
Mhm.
like it's like, wow, I'm really being in this world, because I never wanted to be an interviewer. Like that was never my goal. Like I just wanted to speak to like 3 people that was in like cartoons I watched as a kid, and just be like, why did y'all keep ending the episode when it got good? And it was like,
Why did this fight take 5 episodes?
it's in the script, dude. I'm like, oh, okay. So ever since then, and then I'm very self-conscious about stuff like that, because I think I'm terrible with these interviews, and they're like, man, that was the best interview I've had, and I'm like, really?
Really?
Yeah, I'm like,
You just gotta try it, man. Throw it out there.
sheesh. And then like I look it up, and I look up the interviews on people, and I'm like, wow, these guys are really bad. So like it's ridiculous. So you've been, who are some of the characters, or do you voice? Well, I voice Gohan. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Uh, who's Gohan, for people who don't know? It's like, come on, dude.
They don't do their research.
That means food. I know that.
Does it really? Yeah, Gohan is food in Japanese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Are they
almost
all
all the
food?
Dragon Ball characters
Yeah,
are
they're
based
all
off
they're
food.
all they're all based off Vegeta's
Yeah, Vegeta.
all
Vegetable.
plants, carrots.
Kakarot, yeah.
Um, then you get then and they're still doing it because
Raditz.
yeah, Raditz,
Piccolo.
cumbers, a cucumber, like so.
Toriyama at his best.
Yeah, I'm
Just
I'm
have
hoping.
an insane amount of names to go off of if you do that.
Yeah, man, it's something that's also cool is that when you start speaking to a lot of voice actors, you start getting like in the know and stuff. Because I spoke with the voice actor for Baby Vegeta, and like he made me swear, he's like, you can't tell no one, but I might be in that game soon. I'm like, in fighters, Baby Vegeta,
Oh, interesting.
from GT and things like that. So, it's really cool. I'm planning.
Oh,
It's
you
some.
started getting quieter.
Oh, I am.
I hear him just fine.
Oh shit! Is it my headphones?
I hope not. Those look pretty nice. Like I don't. Like I hope they're great.
Oh no, that's better.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, great.
Back to normal.
Um, but yeah, I encourage everybody that's doing whatever you're doing, do it now. Do it now of all times. So I took a very bad situation and I used it to my advantage 100%. I took literally I woke up and I was like, well, if I was ever gonna do something, now would be the time. And I would like to say that 2019 was wrapping up to be the best year of my life. I did a 1 hour special uh that like I was going to submit to Netflix and I was able to submit it and it was like great. And it wasn't even about getting a big check from Netflix. It was just about, hey, your show is on Netflix. That was just something
That's a huge boost.
I was going to be able. That's a huge thing.
That's a huge
Just to be
deal.
able to say it.
Just to be like, hey, look up my shows on, because I used to scour on Netflix and like look up like comedy specials, and I'd be like, these are like really bad. Like I don't understand how they get up here, and it's like, and I reached out and I emailed them and I was like, hey, I have a comedy special, and they were like, what's your audience? And I'm like, and I lied. I was like, it's pretty massive. And they were like,
I mean, at least like 10 people.
at least.
10. I mean, 10,000.
I'm talking about at least. Maximum is infinite.
And then they was like, well, submit a show. They was like, well, submit what you're trying to do. And like, I went out and I toured. I recorded. I did probably how long was the show? It was like it was at least 3 months. I built up. It was called Jay Burger. It's funny, but it's not true.
That was the title.
Yeah, that was the name of the special. I filmed it in New Jersey, in Newark. I did the previous show in New York City. The final taping of it, where we had like the cameras and everything, was in New Jersey. It was in Newark at this bar that I started doing comedy early in. So it was like coming back to humble beginnings and things like that.
Nice. Yeah.
And plus they had a stage, which is really, really cool. Like
Yeah, that's a whole different level.
oh, yo, I've been to so many open mics and I'm like, where's the stage? And they're like, I'm standing on it. I'm like, oh,
It's that corner over there next to the restroom. So
Yeah,
you're gonna be
I've
over
definitely
there.
played bars like that.
yo, countless of times. So like to have that big, so we made it a really big show, and like the turnout was incredible. Like I haven't seen so many people like in my life. I was like, wow, you guys really all came out. And it was really important to me because I had an entire lineup of different comedians and different musicians and things like that, and I wanted to pay them. So like all the money I made from tickets, I was able to like pay my talent, because whenever you do something, comedy, music, you work for free for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's when you're able to get that first, here's a check, for performing, and it's like, wow, $100 for me for singing for 5 minutes. Yeah, man, you earned it. And it was really cool for me to be able to do that for some people, because some of these guys had never gotten a paycheck,
Right.
and if I can take my platform and for one day, even if it's only one day, I can make you feel like an actual musician or an actual comedian, then I'm happy to have done that, because that's something that I wanted to see when I just got started. So was able to return the favor and see people smile and be happy and to do the show and to do all that stuff and then to submit it over to Netflix and to be like, okay, we're reviewing it and we're liking it and it's like great. They could have been blowing smoke up my ass. I don't really know, but it was a great feeling. And then literally 2 months later, it was like, yeah, man. So I don't know. It's this thing called COVID going on. So I don't think we're doing anything right now. But you know, we'll be in contact. And you know, you get depressed, you know. So, but you take the best out of a worse situation, and I think that's what we were able to do. I think for the year 2021, we're gonna go extra hard